This is Alan Weinkrantz for the Rackspace Startup Program. I'm here at South by Southwest. This is my 10th time here in Austin, Texas. I love being here. I'm based in Tel Aviv, but I come back and forth to the United States. I love coming here because you get to meet amazing people, great companies. This year, I'm on a mission to discover the global startup economy. Let's go take a look. So we're now at the Ireland booth, and I'm here with John Beckett. Tell us about your company, and more than anything, tell us about Ireland and your ecosystem.
Well, the startup ecosystem in Ireland is really amazing. We attract a lot of very big companies like Twitter, Facebook, Google, who have their European headquarters in Dublin and in Ireland. So what's grown up around that is a really impressive startup ecosystem around that. So you have people feeding into the big companies and people coming out of the big companies with startup ideas, and they're basing themselves in Dublin to execute on those ideas. So there's a really great network of people. There's a huge community, and my own startup we started in March 2013. We're a channel site, and we've been self-funded up to just yesterday when we secured our Series A.
Hey,
so that was
awesome.
it was a good day. But it's going really well. We're selling in 35 countries, and we're working with brands like Mondelez, for Philadelphia, and some really big brands. So, we have the credibility and the ability to go out and to talk to these kind of brands, and that confidence, I suppose, comes from working with the large organisations that are based in Ireland. So it's a great place to be.
So let's say I've got a startup in another region of the world, looking at expanding my dev group.
Yeah.
Why Ireland?
Well, from a developer point of view, we left Ireland to find development resources because there's so much competition from the likes of Facebook and Google for that talent.
Okay.
But you can attract development talent, but it's as a startup, it's usually people who have a specific requirement or desire to be in a startup. But Ireland has more to offer than that. For people coming in to the country, there's great tax incentives. There's a great network. We're an English-speaking country that's in the Eurozone, so we can access that single market. And there's a wealth of talent and availability of resources to help the startup community right on your doorstep.
A lot of great history and culture too.
And the beer is pretty good as well.
So I've heard. Well, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Ahora estamos en Argentina. I am so happy to be here. I've actually mentored at Wayra in Buenos Aires.
Okay.
So tell us about yourself.
Okay, my name is Juan Cruz. I have a startup with Lucas. We have a startup in San Francisco, but we are originally from Argentina.
Okay.
And we're here in South by, trying to meet some people, advisors, maybe, checking out how is it out here.
Okay, great. What's the name of your company?
FreshFeed. FreshFeed.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well, what we do is we analyze people's information on social networks, and we identify the exact profile of people in social networks.
Okay.
And we suggest accurate and relevant content for them. We're mainly focusing on millennials. We are building the place where they will find awesome and relevant content like videos, media, events, products, GIFs, images, everything.
Okay. And so tell us about the startup ecosystem in Argentina.
Oh, it's amazing. Really, it's growing a lot. I have a lot of friends that are creating companies. You have 2 big accelerators and incubators, Wayra, where you mentored, and XTP Labs, where we were accelerated before, right, in Buenos Aires. Also, Buenos Aires has a lot of big companies like Mercado Libre or Despegar.com that were the biggest companies in Latin America. So a lot of spin-offs from those from those companies have become really good, and a lot of people with talent that used to work there are creating their own companies. So it's a pretty good environment. The only thing, we're missing some VCs in order to get Series A. You have a lot of seed investment, and you have a lot of angels, but you have a lot of VCs. So that's a lot of companies are struggling with that in Argentina.
Great, thank you.
But great and very creative entrepreneurs.
Yes, amazing entrepreneurs. You will only find very creative and amazing entrepreneurs in Argentina.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So now we're going to go visit Mexico. And this is Rosa de la Torre. Rocio, thank you. So tell me about, you have a startup in Mexico. What's the name of your company?
My company is IA Interactive. Our operations is in Morelia, Michoacan, but we have offices in Mexico City. We work with the largest cinema theaters company in Mexico, and with another brands that we make mobile applications, user experience, e-commerce, and all that stuff.
Tell us about Mexico's startup economy.
Well, Mexico right now it's like making opportunities for companies in technology, and it's trying to invest in these companies with funds and projects. You present the project, and they help you, and it's now a good moment to invest in Mexico. We are growing up, and the economy and all the technologies companies are growing too.
Great. Well, thank you. Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you.
So now we're in the UK. I'm here with Haley Myers. So Haley, I know London very well. I love it there. I've actually been part of the startup ecosystem there as well. Tell us about the UK, Northern Ireland, and why are you at South by Southwest?
Well, UK startups and music and film actually make up the largest foreign contingency at South by Southwest. And so the UK government wants to be here to help support and make sure that they are doing everything they can to continue the great relationship that the UK and US have with each other, both culturally and with business.
Startup ecosystem.
Startups ecosystems. Our startup ecosystem is, growing every year. We were actually recently ranked the #1 most entrepreneurial country in Europe. So we're really promoting that at the moment. We are providing a wide variety of visas and opportunities through our new programs that the UK government is starting in the UK to get more foreign entrepreneurs over. And, because for a while it was a little difficult to get the visas and everything in venture capital. And now we're trying to really promote, getting the visas and getting access to British capital. And for our British companies that are coming out to South by, we're really trying to help them understand the U.S. startup culture. It is a little different, the U.S. culture versus the U.K. culture, in the sense that Brits are slightly more reserved and, doing different things like pitch competitions or working on elevator aspects of it. They're not quite to the point where most Americans are, where the first words out of their mouth are, I'm going to tell you about my company.
Yeah.
The Brits like to get to know you a little bit better and understand you and actually have a real conversation, whereas often, with American companies, they just launch right in. So, we work with the British companies to try to help them understand why, make sure they're succeeding over here in the States.
Great. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We are now in the Caribbean, in Puerto Rico.
Hi.
Hey, how are you? This is Sophia Stolberg, and tell us about Puerto Rico, and then I understand you also have your own accelerator.
Yes, absolutely. So Puerto Rico is an amazing place to live, work, and play. We have a whole host of tax incentives for startups and individuals, ranging from 4% corporate income tax rates on everything that you export, including products and services. We have tax rebates on R&D, and basically 0% capital gains for individuals. So it's a great place, it's beautiful, and it's a fantastic place to start up.
I was there 3 years ago with Jeff Pulver for a 140-character conference event.
Nice.
It was fabulous. It was wonderful. I met so many good people. Now, since then, though, you've created this accelerator. Tell us about your accelerator.
Yeah, sure. So Piloto 151 opened its doors in October of 2013. We're Puerto Rico's first and premier co-working space, but we're also a growth platform for entrepreneurs. So we have over 50 startups, not just from Puerto Rico, but also from other countries looking to take advantage of tax incentives. And we host approximately 3 events a week for the startup and tech community. So we've become a launchpad, a hub, and a lab also for innovative programs in tech. We have an internship program. It's called Code Trotters. We select the best and the brightest coders from under-tapped markets worldwide, including Puerto Rico, and then we give them an opportunity to intern at globally oriented startups.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Such a pleasure. Bye.
So let's go to New Zealand. I am now with Melissa Davies. So you're at South by Southwest. Mm-hmm. Tell us about your wonderful country. I've not been, but I've heard it's the most beautiful country in the world, and you probably have a pretty awesome ecosystem of startups.
We certainly do. I think New Zealand is definitely one of the most beautiful countries in the world, but it's an amazing place to live, work and do business. So we're here at South by letting talent know that New Zealand's a great option for them. The startup community is very, very strong in New Zealand, particularly in Wellington. So I live in Wellington, and we have some amazing startups there. We have a really great incubation program through Creative HQ and Acceleration, and that runs around the country as well.
Great. So let's say I'm an entrepreneur and I just want to go live somewhere.
Yes.
I think I want to go live in New Zealand. What do I do?
Well, please do. We'd love to have you.
Okay.
So jump online to, I think it's New Zealand Now, and it tells you all about the different visa options. And I would highly recommend just coming down and hanging out and getting to know people. So jump on that plane and come for a holiday first, see if you like it. And we love having people down, and getting connected is really easy as well. So there's lots of meetups. The ecosystem for entrepreneurs is very, very good. We also do crowdfunding, so crowdsourced equity funding. We have a Wellington startup called Pledge Me that has been very successful, and a local brewery, Yeasty Boys, raised $500,000 in half an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Wonderful, thank you.
You're very welcome.
So we are now in France, and introduce yourself, tell us who you are, and tell us about France's startup economy.
Okay, hello, my name is Fouad. I'm from France. I'm working for Business France, which is the agency that promotes the French companies in the world. And I am here managing the French Tech Pavilion. We are hosting 15 French startups,
Okay.
tech startups, in different sectors like music, video, interactive, Internet of Things, and this is it.
Okay, tell us about the French startup ecosystem and companies coming either to do business with you, looking for opportunities in France.
So we have a very, very dynamic startup ecosystem in France. We have many incubators, accelerators in Paris and in all the regions of France. They are very creative, very innovative, and they are eager to go to promote the technologies everywhere in the world. So we are helping them to go on this big show like the South by Southwest. Today we have 15 startups. 2 months ago we were on the CES in Las Vegas.
Oh sure, yeah, it's a great place.
So with something like 70 startups.
Wow.
In the IoT field. And many of them won some CES awards. So it was a big success for us.
Great, well thank you.
Thank you very much.
So here's Korea, there's Singapore, there's Brazil. We haven't completed every country here at South by Southwest, but you know, one of the things I've learned over the years of coming to South by and also living in Israel, and of course seeing the global impact of the Rackspace startup program and covering now for Geek Time, is that really startups have no boundaries. No matter where you are in the world, I think it's important to realize that your market really is the entire world. So think globally, act globally, have big dreams, pursue them, and execute on your dreams. This is Alan Weinkrantz signing off from South by Southwest, reporting for Geek Time. I'm sponsored by the Rackspace Startups Program.